took her favorite toy.
Sharing their stories. These third grade students at Beaufort Elementary School hosted a Young Authors Tea to read stories they wrote and illustrated to teachers and staff members. The students have been learning about fables and folk tales and wrote their own short stories, which all had to include a lesson or moral.
The title of my book was The Good Girls and the Bad Girls. And it was about two bad girls and two good girls. And it was about them stealing, knock on their door. The lesson was to teach Judy and Morgana to stop stealing things.
The title is Dog and Cat scared the dog, and the dog thought he could scare Cat. One good scare deserves another.
My title was Sparkle's Stuffed Animals, and Sparkle has so much stuffed animals, and she asked her friends to play, but they said no because she has too many of them, and it falls on them sometimes. The lesson was to share, let your friends choose which stuffed animal they want, because she has a lot of them.
The students sat at tables reading their stories to the guests, answering any questions they had about their books, and also signing autographs. Their teachers enjoyed watching them interact with the guests and are impressed by their writing skills.
I was amazed. I was excited. They were excited. I got even more excited when I could hear them talking to the guests and explaining their books and asking, now, what lesson did you learn from my story? And I was like, wow, they got it. And that's all I wanted, for them to understand, and I wanted them to be confident in their ability to write.
Just by reading their own stories, they're becoming more fluent readers. We learned a lot about the writing process. We learned a lot about the characteristics of folk tales. We learned a lot about problems and solutions. One thing I noticed is that within the stories that my students were writing, I was able to find out a little bit about themselves because they were putting themselves into the stories.
Can they play outside?
At Beaufort Elementary School, Ron Lopes, Beaufort County School District.